into now.
And we have about a dozen between the two choices. Well, the champagne is, I think we only have a couple left, and then the blue diamond. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about this ring, which if you have not gotten a gift for Mother's Day, if you are thinking, you know, who do you love? Who do you wanna lock in that heart? There's the lock. There's the heart, and this is all in gorgeous, genuine diamonds. At only $149.90, $50 off, the lowest price ever. I have sizes 5 through 10, rhodium and blue rhodium plating. So not only rhodium, but blue rhodium, and I showed this one time, and 7 sold. And you may say, oh, 7, well, you have about 400. No, I have 30 left. So it's not, we don't have a lot of these. When we do specialty rings like this, Carol, you know, and, you know, Carol curates the collection and, you know, meticulously selects the colored stones and everything. We're not getting in a lot of this type of ring. $37.48 on your credit card. We're gonna mail it to your house, and you have 30 days to decide if you would like to keep it. I think this would be the most lovely gift.
For anybody.
Anybody.
A mother, daughter, a lover, a husband, a wife,
for yourself,
partner, or for yourself.
Yeah.
This is called my unconditional love lock ring. And what that love lock represents throughout history, you know, lovers used to go and they would take a padlock, and they would, it started out in France, and they would take the key, they would close the padlock, and they'd throw the key into the water, and that was going to represent an unbreakable love.
And you've seen that in a lot of movies.
Oh yeah,
it's been a lot of movies, like on the Champs-Elysees, and you see that wall of padlocks, and it's kind of iconic. It's cinema, and
it's a part of cultural history. So now what you're looking at is that heart, which represents love, and of course the lock, which represents unbreakable. Unbreakable love for a family member, for a wife, for a daughter, whoever it is, and locking that love in. But more importantly, if you're gonna do an unbreakable love, shouldn't you do it in the strongest natural gemstone known on the face of the earth? Diamonds are unconquerable. They are the strongest gemstone in the world. They are the rarest gemstone in the world. Doing a blue diamond, if you Google blue diamonds, you will find out that blue diamonds are among the rarest color diamonds in the world.
And these are natural.
And we take blue rhodium. Blue rhodium. Nobody knows how to use blue rhodium. I have one jeweler who can do the blue rhodium for me. Blue, midnight blue rhodium that is bringing out the gorgeous natural blue in the diamond. And that's all in 14 karat gold vermeil.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. We have sizes 5 through 10. It's available, and, you know, again, we just have a few dozen. $499.